Right now, a unique Super Bowl tradition returns to Lake Wabeesa in the form of a tennis ball golf course. We'll take you to the Super Bowl of golf. Also, a person is in the hospital following a shooting on Madison's north side, what police know so far. Plus, today marks the 2-year anniversary of the first tornadoes to touch down in our state in the month of February. Meteorologist Blaze Keller takes a look back at that historic day. That's all coming up on News 3 Now at 5:30. Good evening. Thank you for joining us tonight for News 3 Now at 5:30. You could be watching anything or doing anything, but we thank you for joining us. I'm Jalen Banks. Let's go ahead and get things started. A person is taken into the hospital after being shot Saturday evening on Madison's north side. Officers were dispatched to the 600 block of Vera Court near the North Point Apartments for a report of shots fired around 6:30 p.m. When they found the victim, they provided first aid and transported the victim to a local hospital. Police ask anyone with information regarding this shooting to contact the Madison area Crime Stoppers at 608-266-6014. 2 women were arrested on Saturday in the town of Mineral Point after drugs were allegedly found in their vehicle. A sheriff's deputy pulled over the vehicle on Midway Road right before 5 p.m. Officials said a 29-year-old woman was arrested on charges of possession with intent to distribute or manufacture cocaine, possession of drug paraphernalia, possession of narcotic drugs, and maintaining a drug trafficking place. The other woman, a 41-year-old, was arrested on the same charges, including resisting and obstructing an officer. Now let's go ahead and get a look at your certified most accurate forecast with meteorologist Blaze Keller. Blaze, what should we expect?
Well, we are warmer than we were yesterday, and we're going to continue to warm on up as we go overnight into Monday. Upper 20s to low 30s right now. 31 in Prairie du Chien, 28 in Madison, Janesville, 29 in Lone Rock. If you weren't able to get into those warm temperatures today, we will get there and beyond as we go into your Monday. There is a look at what we're expecting to end tonight in the 20s underneath mostly cloudy conditions, a little bit of fog off towards the east. We're going to track out that fog and more coming up in the full forecast here in just a few minutes. And while we are on this quiet Super Bowl Sunday, that was not the case about 2 years ago when Wisconsin was dealing with a round of severe weather early in our severe weather season. By the end of the evening, 2 tornadoes, an EF1 and an EF2, would touch down across parts of Dane, Green, Rock, and Jefferson counties, marking the first time that tornadoes have touched down in the state in the month of February in Wisconsin's recorded history. Later on in this newscast, we'll go back 2 years ago and talk more about these historic tornadoes, look at their paths, and recap that eventful night.
All right, sounds good, Blaze. Looking forward to that. We'll see you then. Now, Super Bowl Sunday can bring out a lot of annual traditions and parties. And out on Lake Wabeesa, that's no different as they celebrate their pregame festivities out on the frozen water. Our Nash Dara shares a decades-old tradition.
It is Super Bowl Sunday, and here on Lake Wabeesa, that means it is time for the annual Super Bowl of golf, a beloved tradition more than 30 years in the making. Winter in Wisconsin can make it impossible to golf outdoors, but Christie's Landing just outside Madison found a loophole over 3 decades ago that changes that. All that is needed is a tennis ball, 1 golf club, and a frozen lake.
If you're a real golf aficionado, it might not be for you.
Al Hart, a worker of the event, has been around it quite some time. He has seen the annual Super Bowl tradition turn into a staple activity for friends and family to join in on before the big game.
The Super Bowl of golf has been around for over 35 years. I worked my first one in 1992. Everybody in the neighborhood knows. Drop your Christmas tree off down here after Christmas. We plant them out in the ice. And there's a few people who I believe have done it all 36 years that we've done this.
Groups of 4 can tee off every 6 minutes, starting at 9 a.m. going all the way to kickoff. This year, they expected between 200 and 300 golfers.
That's a big part of our identity here.
The fun on the lake is just the start of a fantastic Super Bowl Sunday that has now looked the same for decades. For now on Lake Wabeesa, Nash Dara, News 3 Now.
Nash, thank you. Coming up next on News 3 Now at 5:30, several members of Congress are preparing to examine unredacted versions of the Jeffrey Epstein files. What's next in that ongoing saga?
You're watching News 3 Now at 5:30, moving forward.
Thank you for staying with us. The Federal Aviation Administration is cracking down on drones. It says it'll be more aggressive about enforcing safety and authorization regulations. The announcement follows an FAA policy update this year. It requires legal action if drones endanger the public, violate airspace rules, and assist in a crime. Penalties include fines up to $75,000 and license suspensions. Several members of Congress are preparing to examine unredacted versions of the Jeffrey Epstein files. The Department of Justice says they'll be able to review them starting Monday. There are guidelines on how members will be able to look through what's been publicly released so far. One of the stipulates, lawmakers will have to give the federal agency a 24 hours notice. So far, a few Democratic representatives have already requested to view the unredacted materials. And coming up next, a full check of your First One forecast after the break.
Well, we are looking at a cloudy and potentially some fog tonight as warmer air starts to move on in. That is going to lead to warmer temperatures on Monday and Tuesday with a light rain snow mix possible Monday night. Once we cool down Wednesday, we are still staying seasonal and even above freezing for the remainder of the days leading up to Valentine's Day. Upper 30s to low 40s tomorrow underneath mostly cloudy conditions. We're going to hold off on that chance for a light rain snow mix until late overnight into the start of the day on Tuesday. Could wake up to some fog tomorrow morning as well. I would say if you're east of Dane County, looks to be very patchy, not widespread. Of course, Savannah is going to have the latest if there's any dense fog advisories with the potential fog. Mostly cloudy conditions throughout the day on Monday, right around midnight. If you're north of the Dells, you're going to have the best chance for that light rain snow mix. And then it's out of here. As we go into Tuesday, winds will turn out of the north, and that means we're cooling down for Wednesday after topping out again in the upper 30s to low 40s on Tuesday, steadily climbing back into those 40s by the Monday following Valentine's Day. That's when we could see another little system move on through here, bringing us a rain snow mix by that following Tuesday into Wednesday as well. There's a look at our 7 and 10 day forecast. Minimal rain or snow chances this week, really just eyeing Monday night into Tuesday, and then again Wednesday night through Thursday night, with temperatures staying pretty seasonal over the next 7 to 10 days. Now, it was 2 years ago that two historic tornadoes, an EF1 and an EF2 tornado, touched down in southern parts of Wisconsin, in Greene County, Dane County, Jefferson County, as well as Rock County. These were the first tornadoes to touch down in Wisconsin's recorded history during the month of February, which now means that we have recorded a tornado touching down in the state every month throughout the year. So it is always a good reminder that here at News 3 Now, we are going to let you know if there's severe weather, and sometimes that severe weather can happen even when you don't expect it, like in our winter months. Thankfully, nobody was hurt or seriously injured. There was one injury, and these tornadoes together caused damage to be about $2.5 million. We have a full write-up in our Beyond the Barometer section on the website if you want to learn more about this historic tornado event. For now, though, we are not looking, thankfully, at any severe weather over the next 7 to 10 days.
All right, sounds good, Blaze. Andrew Bancher joins us with sports after the break.
And now, News 3 Now Sports, brought to you by TDS Telecom.
She had more than 20 Division I offers before she stepped on a high school court. She scored 48 points in her first game as a freshman, and she's just getting started. Sports Director Andrew Bancher has the story.
It's like a dream. It's like not real that I got this talented player.
Najawani Riak is the real deal. At 15 years old, she isn't just the best player in Madison.
As far as like physical talent, like that's the best talent we coached here at La Follette. And in the state, actually, like she's one of the top players, of course, the #1 in class 28.
ESPN ranks Riak as the 14th best player in the country. The La Follette star leads the state, pouring in 30 points a game, playing with a singular focus.
I just want to win. Like every time I step on the court, I'm just trying to win. Like no matter what it takes. If that means me scoring 0 points and having 30 assists, that's what it'll just be. I just want to win.
And win is what the Lancers have done. The last time that a Madison City school won an outright Big 8 title was 2003.
When Will and Prue first came here to coach this team, they didn't even call us La Follette, they called us Lafayette. they didn't take us serious. You know, they thought we were just a joke. We were one of those teams like, oh, let's just go play them. We're going to beat them by 30.
Now, Nijawani is showing the joke's on them. La Follette leads the Big Eight heading down the stretch.
She likes being here with her peers. I'm glad she's here in the city. I'm glad she's staying here. I think it's special to be in your community. And for a city school like La Follette that oftentimes get overlooked, I think it's just a beautiful thing. And I think she's inspiring a lot of younger girls in our youth program.
For her part, she's less than 50 points away from scoring her 1,000th career point at the high school level, something most players don't do in a career. But if you know Nijawani, humble as can be, she doesn't make it about her.
It's especially been on my mind a lot because, like, my brother's going to hit his 1K, and, like, it's like we're about to hit it at the same time. So that's, like, just a really good feeling.
A good feeling, too, to have more than 40 Division I offers. She'll get to pick her next step with offers from all of the best teams in the nation.
Probably just not letting, like, people outside just let that get to my head. Oh, you should go here, oh, you should go here. Just, like, staying mysterious, I guess. Like, you know, I don't really care about that. I just want to play the game.
Coach Green tells me she dunks in practice and that it's only a matter of time before she does it in a game. Between that, her college callings, and her future, the mystery will be out of the bag soon.
Nobody, I don't think, knew what she would explode and be right now, height-wise and her talents, but we knew she was going to be special.
Blaze, I feel like we've lucked out as of late with our weather. Is that going to continue as we head into the work week?
Yeah, we are going to be quiet as we head further into the work week and really overnight as well. Other than mostly cloudy conditions and a little bit of fog waking up on Monday, we're not anticipating a whole lot of weather tonight. Temperatures not dipping as cold as they could be for this time of year, lingering in the low 20s. Quiet throughout the rest of this week for the most part. A rain-snow mixed chance Monday night and then again Wednesday night through Thursday.
All right, sounds good. Thank you, Blaze, and thank you all for joining us. We hope to see you back here for News 3 Now at 10.